So this is gonna be a tutorial, a quick weave tutorial where I do leave out around my perimeter. So I relaxed my perimeter, the perimeter of my hair. I'd rather relax it than me putting heat on it every day. So I just relax my edges and the back. I did a hot oil biotin treatment on my hair. I have hypothyroidism, so it kind of makes my hair weak, but I've been taking like hair, skin, and nail vitamins, and so it kind of helped with the shedding. So if you have like issues with your hair falling out, weak or something, you know, just take you some vitamins and do a biotin treatment. And then after I wash it, I deep condition it, and I put leave-in on it, the Alpha D, to keep it moisturized while it's underneath the cap. So nevertheless, let's get started. So this is a versatile quick weave. So you will be able to wear it up in a ponytail or any other style that you choose. So I started with braiding out my leave out, which is the entire perimeter section. And then I'm going to take out the pieces where I'll be using to cover my tracks. So I did 2 pieces individually because I want to make sure that I have enough hair to cover both sides and they are equal portions. So I took out about 1 inch in the width, and you can do it however far back you want to. So we're just going to braid all of that down, and then you'll connect the 2 braids. And now we're going to go ahead and braid up the rest of our hair. So this part is very important. So this will be the inside braid. It's going to be the anchor braid where you will secure the cap down. And so you're going to section out a perimeter again around your hair, just like the first section, but this will be the braid on the inside of the cap. So you're going to make sure that this part is braided in the right direction, and then you also want to make sure you have enough hair in that first braid, not too much because you don't want it to be bulky, but you do want to make sure you have enough so that when you're sewing it down, it's not too much tension on your hair. If you do have thinner hair, you may want to use some braiding hair so that your braid can stay and that it's not pulling and you end up with a bald spot. This is the final look of everything braided down. What I am showing you is the braid that I am going to leave out, which is the perimeter, and that is the inside braid. So those 2 pieces that you see sticking out is actually everything that's going to be left out. And this is the braiding pattern. It is important to do this braiding pattern or something similar to make sure that you are able to sew down your cap correctly. It is important to make sure you oil your scalp and that your hair has enough moisture under that cap, because you do not want your hair to be dry, and that's what causes breakage. I am using Ivory brand. This is from your local beauty supply. I use inches 14, 16, 18. And so these are neck strips. Neck strips is what is going to keep the glue from your hair. So if you put glue right on top of these strips, no glue will seep through it. So you want to make sure that you put it everywhere that basically your cap is going to be, and make sure it's secure, none of your hair is out, and there are no gaps in between your strips. It is easier to cut them and glue them on top of each other than it is to try and tie them together. Some people just tie a whole bunch of them together on their head, and it can become a mess because it will slide. And so again, remember that the glue is not seeping through the strips, so it is okay to cut them and stretch them out and glue them down. But make sure that you're only putting the glue from where it starts and where it ends, and not in the middle where your hair is. So this is what the final cap should look like, and it is covering parts of my hair, which I will go back in and cut out once I have secured the cap down. But as you can see, there is no hair showing whatsoever. Now, I actually glue the pieces down instead of tying them in a knot because that knot is going to be bulky. So go ahead and secure the perimeter of your cap by sewing it down. You may want to pinch that braid and feel as you are sewing so you can make sure that you are sewing the correct braid and you're not sewing your leave out or you're not sewing one of the inside braids and then you end up messing up. And do not forget to sew not only in that circle, but you want to also sew where your leave out is at the top. That'll be covering the braids. Once you have sewn everything down, you can go ahead and cut the excess cap off and the excess of the neck strip. At the back, in the parting area, I do like to leave a little extra cap, or not cap, but the neck strip, so that you can glue a track up under, and that will give you a seamless pull up when it's time for you to put it in the ponytail. I am just putting glue right on top of that braid, on top of the thread. Be sure you are careful when you are cutting where your leave out at the top is going to be. You don't want to cut your hair, so I do pull up on the cap and cut that thread off. Cut the cap off, not the thread. And then I tear the neck strip with my finger and then cut the excess off so I can make sure that I am not cutting my hair. So this is the final look, and everywhere you see the cap is where you're going to glue. Now the spritz that you choose to use is your choice. I just use whatever I had at hand. But spraying your spritz on your cap is what's going to help your quick weave last long. And it's also going to make your cap sticky so that you can just glue the tracks on, keep going. You ain't got to keep rubbing it down. So I track my tracks in twos. You want to make sure that when you are tracking your quick weave in, that you are putting your tracks close as possible, especially on the ends. So when you do pull it up in a ponytail or whatever, you're not seeing those tracks. You're not seeing any type of cap, hair, or anything. So that first track, that's why I was saying to leave excess neck strip so you can tuck it right under that braid, and that will give it a seamless pull up. And you'll keep just tracking all the way to the top and just follow the pattern. When you get in the midsection, you can put them in a U if you want them to fall towards your face, if you have like a big forehead like me. So now that we are done tracking, you can see the final look. There is no gaps or anything in the Quickweave. And you can see it pulled up, how it look in a ponytail. And so now I'm going to go ahead and unbraid that section of leave out. And then I'm going to go ahead and flat iron it. I do use Nairobi Super cream. And so anytime you put heat on your hair, you want to make sure that you're using some type of cream or heat protectant every single time, because you will burn your hair out. I know it seems that I am flat ironing slow, but you want to make sure that you are taking your time when you're pressing your hair out. You don't want to have to keep going over it. I use the chase method because it does help your hair to be straighter. And I won't have to press my hair out again tomorrow. So take your time, go slow, let the heat set in your hair, and then don't disturb it while it's cooling off. So another reason I've relaxed my edges is so I can use foam instead of edge control. I do not like putting edge control on my edges, not when they are relaxed. When you put edge control on your edges, you have to keep using it, because I do not tie my hair down. But if you keep using it, it'll be white, and then you'll be trying to flat iron it again, and that's just burning your hair out. So if you prefer to, you can go ahead and relax your edges. So I am going to do some flat iron curls. Don't give me the line. I do not know the name of these curls. Curls are curls to me. Small, big, medium, whatever. But flat iron curls are just so much prettier to me. And they seem to last longer. So for those who don't know how to curl hair, all you do is curl your hair going away from your face. So what I do is split my hair in half down the middle, and I curl both sides going back. So this is the final look. I am in love. I love this hair. It did not shed whatsoever. So I didn't have any holding spray, so I did use a little of the Got2b, and I'm using it as a holding spray just so it can blend my real hair into the track hair, because as you can see, my hair is black and this hair is, 613. So I did my makeup, y'all. I was feeling myself. So this is the final look. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I was very helpful. If you have any questions or anything you want to see next, just let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to respond. Bye.